You're getting ready to either do big foundation repairs or thinking about having an inspection done to do potential repairs on your home. Many homeowners have no idea how long foundation repairs should take. Some contractors say a few days, others say several weeks. This uncertainty makes homeowners feel very worried about delays, disruption, or potential surprises showing up during the process of the repair. The big question most likely looming in the back of your mind right now is, what does a typical foundation repair timeline look like, and why do some jobs only take a few days and others take weeks? I'm Austin with Anchor Foundation Repair, and we have seen many different types of foundation repair in and around our area. Of course, we do foundation repair ourselves and understand the differences that can come with different mindsets, materials, and methods with foundation repair, and why some contractors may only take a few days and others, similar to us, may take a couple weeks to get a job fully done and completed. So step number one is really making that first phone call and getting an inspection scheduled and getting the plan put together. And typically that's going to happen either in a day or a week. It's just going to depend on your inspector's schedule whenever he's able to get out there and create the plan and get a plan of action put together. But like I said, that typically takes a day to a week max, maybe at the worst 2 weeks if the inspector is really far booked out. Once you have all that stuff put together from step one, and that probably comes with permits and whatnot, and getting overall on the schedule, and that's going to vary very differently depending on your contractor, how far they are booked out. But then you get to true step two, which is site prep and access setup, which typically that happens normally on the first day of the job site, that we're there, things get set up, plywood's laid out, just general setup of the job, and that typically takes about a day or so. Step three is going to be excavation, the digging, and just access creation for the actual repair itself, and that's going to be typically 1 to 3 days. It's going to depend a lot on job size. If you only have a few holes, maybe it's done in a day. If you have extensive foundation work going on around the full exterior of the house, that's probably going to take around a week or so. Of course, if piers are going on the interior, plan on much longer time frames there. Also going to depend on which type of method that you went with as far as the repair goes in general. But typically for your average job size, plan on about 1 to 3 days. Now we get to step four, which is the installation of the repair system, or whatever you chose. There's a bunch of different ones out there: piles, piers, foam, a lot of different ones. So typically this process, after you've done all the prep work, the installation goes pretty quick, and it's really going to depend on the number of piers or piles or injection sites that you had with foam on how long it's going to take. But typically we would expect to see about 1 to 3 days for the installation of the repair system. Overall, breaking step four down: small job about a day, medium job 2 roughly, of course a large scale job plan on 3+ days. Now we reach step five, which is going to be lifting or stabilizing the foundation. Truth be told, that process happens, one of the fastest ones in the total repair process in itself. The lifting and leveling process, stabilizing, that typically takes about a day or 2 max, and that's how long it takes to lift and stabilize foundation. From there you reach step 6, which is going to be backfilling, patching concrete surfaces if needed, and mud pumping if your particular contractor does that service as well. That process all in all takes about a day or 2. Also going to hinge a lot on the size project you had being done. If it was a really small one, maybe half a day; medium job, day; large, 2 or 3, sometimes plus, depending on how extensive a repair you had done. So an overall total timeline breakdown: if you have a very simple repair going on with press piles, that's probably going to take 2 to 4 days roughly. If you have a medium style repair, also going to be more towards that press pile range, plan on about 4 to 7 days if that's more of an extensive type repair for that. If you have any kind of drill pier going in, plan on somewhere in the range of 1 to 3 weeks, more on that side of the 3 weeks, and a lot of it's going to be concrete curing. Many contractors are going to allow a lot of concrete cure time, which wasn't one of the steps that we listed, but of course factored into an overall job for drilled piers to go into a foundation repair. And at the end of all of that, you finally reach the last step, which is just the overall final walkthrough. Some contractors may not do this, but expect to get some sort of warranty paperwork that you're going to receive, something noting that your job has been completed, and just an overall like, hey, the work has been done and typically it may even be a phone call depending on your contractor. What should you be doing from here? Of course, as always, we're gonna recommend talking with your contractor. They're gonna know a lot of the answers, especially if they're a reputable company, and they're gonna be more than happy to answer any questions you have as far as the scheduling and timeline of what to expect for your foundation repair. Clear communication is gonna reduce the stress and helps you prepare for what to expect when the repairs start. To help you do a really deep dive on this topic and kind of give you an overall view, study it a bit more in depth, we're gonna put a link down below in the description that'll take you to an article on our website where you can do a deep dive on this topic.